of the National Football League. All eyes are on Ja'Marr Chase.
Get it started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from Cleveland. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now Watson, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Etienne up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Steelers at 11-2 now, where they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 catches, 71 yards. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes. Stretched. Dreamed. Going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch everyone thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at the juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Straight ahead, Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku, able to complete it first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline and out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Etienne is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw again on second down. Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. To throw is Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a first and 10 at their own 27. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers ready for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll run with Etienne. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Boswell's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so. Watson's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They go with Chubb on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson caught here by Bell. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play, Etienne. They juked him and brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the defense, though, because he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? In the end, though, doesn't matter. Still a completed pass.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. He finds Pickens over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 6. Caught on a slant. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the route is on here in this 1st half. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns now going to take over late in this 1st half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the 1st half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the 2nd half. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
The pass complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. 12 yards that time at Pittsburgh first.
You and I both know that was a lucky play, but again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it. Made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip, but used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Second down at 4. They'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
From his goal line here, Watson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught. And a loose football. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back to throw now on first down.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
2nd and 8. Back to the ground with Etienne.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Cleveland offense making their way out. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To the air yet again, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Another tote for Etienne.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Watson.
Got it to Bell on the out route.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the 50, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And they'll go again with Etienne. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any.